commence with the introduction of starting lineups. The officials for today's game, the referee is Marcelo Shapiro, assistant referees Ammon Savage and David Graves. Introducing the designated visiting team, the Skyline Eagles, starting today, number 15, Joshua Borkland, 8, Ben Howard, 10, Caden Kennedy, 3, Siryu Kim, 19, Sam Kirkham, 6, Riley Liston, 21, Kimana Niapali, 50, Ben Siu, 2, Lars Torgerson, 00, Carson Wild, and number 7, Cash Zakharopoulos. Eagles are coached by Sean Kennedy, John May, Juan Zhang, Jesse Lee, and Jackson May. The athletic director is Chantil Martin. The principal of Skyline High School is Mitch Nerdin. Introducing the designated home team, the Brighton Bengals. Number 2, Rhett Anderson. 5, Eli England. 6, Cannon Reber. 7, Matthias Staley. 8, Ian Mendenhall. 9, Levi Jones. Number 10, Cameron Neely. 15, Elliot Lewis. 18, Joe Barlow. And 21, Balin Rackley. Bengals are coached by Brent Rosen, Harold Forrester, Thatcher Schwindeman. The athletic director is Lynn Monker, and the principal of Brighton High School is Tom Sherwood.
Welcome in to Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of the 5A Soccer State Tournament. We're coming to you live from Herriman High School for the second semifinal of the day as the number 3 seeded Brighton Bengals prepare to take on the number 10 seeded Skyline Eagles. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Have a fun semifinal coming up for you today. A pair of region teams going to battle for the right to advance to the state final on Friday to take on the number 1 seeded Wasatch Wasps. The designated visiting team, Skyline Eagles, will start with the opening kick. This is a team that mentioned the 10 seed, finished tied for second in Region 6 with the Murray Spartans. They do not score a ton of goals. In fact, one of the lowest scoring teams in region play, but their defense is tough to score against. It is the top scoring, or the second top scoring defense in the region, behind the team they're facing, that being the Brighton Bengals. Brighton coming in 11-3 overall, 14-4 on the year. Brighton wearing the orange kits and Skyline in the all-white uniforms today in this semifinal. As this ball sent over the top and headed wide there by Brighton. You see the clock on the scoreboard. That is unofficial time. We will do our best to keep that synced up with the game clock as the match progresses. These two teams played twice in region play this year. Brighton winning the first matchup 1-0. It was Elliot Lewis scoring the goal. Barlow had the shutout. He has 7 of them this year, and he's the starting keep today for Brighton. And in the second match, it was a 2-2 draw that ended up going to a shootout. That won 6-5 by the Skyline Eagles, handing Brighton one of their 3 region losses on the season. This ball nearly given up, as that was Nipali was able to deflect it. We talked about Barlow, the starting keep today for Brighton. Meanwhile, the starting keep today for Skyline is Carson Wild. Wild, just a sophomore. And this Brighton team really talented this year. We talked about the defense for Brighton. They are tied for the top scoring offense with Murray in region play this year. Scored 39 goals, only gave up 15. So 2 top defenses from Region 6 battling it out today. This is coming near side with Balin Rackley. And Skyline able to win it. This ball pushed ahead, but out in front of CU. CU trying to win that back here for Skyline, and we're going to play on here. CU able to gain it. Tries to center. Broken up there by Passy. And Skyline here dropping it back. How about these 10th seeded Skyline Eagles? Defeated Bonneville in the first round, then had to face the 7th seed Alta Hawks. As this ball sent into the box and cleared away. Defeated Alta 2-1, and then had to take on the number 2 seeded Mountain Ridge Sentinels, a good Mountain Ridge team out of Region 7, able to upend them 1-0. Just conceding the 1 goal to Alta and 2 to Bonneville in the opening round. But they're going to have their hands full today with Brighton, though it is a familiar opponent. This sent down, gathered by Passy, and turned over. Numbers for the Eagles on the run. Trying to get back as England does a nice job defending as he's able to play it out. And we'll head to the corner here with the Eagles. Talked about the path for Skyline, the path for Brighton. They had some assistance on the way as Timview upended Lehigh in that opening round. So Brighton, their first match was against the 19-seeded Timview Thunderbirds. We'll continue this later. We'll pick up the corner here. This into the box and into the back of the net. An early goal scored for Skyline off the corner. As I think it was Ben Howarth able to come in and finish. And it is 1-0 Eagles.
Skyline goal, number 8, Ben Howard.
Well, so much for not scoring very much. How about Howarth? A beautiful finish on the corner. And it is 1-0. Skyline, a quick strike. And Skyline had some good possession here early. The senior able to score. Brighton trying to create an opportunity. As this sent out wide, out of play. We're actually a little ahead here, so we're going to just pause our clock and let the game catch up. Thrown in here. Brighton trying to work it. Lewis looking back here for Rackley. That ball turned over as Anderson able to step in front. Now plays it wide. Receiving it is Staley here. Back with Anderson. Tried to nutmeg. A nice job there by CU. As he's still contesting. And now Liston trying to battle and takes that away from Anderson. Good play there by the senior Riley Liston, though Brighton able to get that back. CU. Nice job there defensively by the Bengals. I think that was Ian Mendenhall. Able to come away with it. Mendenhall receives the throw in. Trying to switch it. This ball can't be kept in. Quick throw in here for the Eagles. Nihipali. Ball sent ahead is Levi Jones trying to get there, and Kirkham with time. Has Torgerson near side, instead going to send the ball ahead. Takes a bounce. This headed up by Zacharopoulos. Tries to center. He'll have another attempt. Sets up a one-timer shot, and it's 2-0 Skyline. Zacharopoulos able to find Caden Kennedy on the one-timer, and it is 2-0 Eagles.
Skyline goal, Caden Kennedy.
Wow. I don't think you could script a start better than what Skyline has had here just in the opening 7 minutes. Kennedy, a senior. A beautiful one-timer on the setup from Zacharopoulos. And now Brighton down 2, going to have to try to find some offenses. This Skyline team, they have not conceded even much possession to Brighton here in the early going. Ball sent ahead. Nihipali looking to uncork some more attack. Zacharopoulos marked here, and that taken away. Working around CU. And now Lewis sending this ball ahead. Settled by Neely. And this pass is just behind Mendenhall, who's the intended target there for Brighton. Brighton trying to pass through the midfield here will play advantage. Working around here, Staley plays it wide. Opportunity for the Bengals. Service into the box, headed out there immediately. Settled here, Neely looking for a lane. Trying to get around, hands this off, over with Staley. That headed up by Lewis. And Skyline able to take that. Nihipali working down, instead this will be dropped back. To Neely. Man on Zacharopoulos. Coming up there, taken away on the challenge by Liston. Has Zacharopoulos with him. Goes there to 7, the one-timer. This is wide of the net. Substitutions here for the Bengals. As Bajrik Taravic coming on, as will Molinar.
In for Brighton, number 4, Michael Molinar. Number 11, Aidan Moore. And number 3, Adam Bajrik Taravico.
Moore also came on for the Bengals. This rolling through. Captured by Reber. And sent up. And Wild lets that roll to him. Goals in the 4th and 7th minute for the Eagles. And certainly some latitude now for Skyline, though, with this Brighton team. You don't want to give them too much. They play with CU. He was looking ahead there for Zacharopoulos. Here's Moore. Playing it with Lewis. Lewis. Up the wing. Turned inside, looking for a shot, and this is wide. Good strike there for the Bengals. Might have been Wilson with the attempt. Might have been Staley, actually. This ball put in play by Skyline. This ball played back, and Molinar will let it head out. Lewis couldn't settle it. Howarth plays over with Liston. Looking ahead, and that taken away by Patrick Terevic. And the whistle here. The call going against Skyline. Nice stand there defensively, though that ball ricocheting back to Brighton. They were looking to get it up to Neely, broken up there by Howarth. And now Brighton will have the throw in. Trying to play a ball through for Moore. Got broken up. There's Nihapali playing that to the middle. In the air, Neely finds it again. Boy, man on. CU coming quickly, and contact there on Neely. We'll draw the whistle. We'll have stoppage here as they take a look at Cam Neely. One of the top scorers for Brighton this year. He appears to be okay as Cam working his way up. Substitution for the Bengals. Caden Wilson going to come on here.
Brighton substitution number 17, Caden Wilson.
He'll head off Neely will come off as he looks prepared to come back on at the next opportunity. Elliot Lewis looking primed to take this kick. Into the box, and that finds its way through, gathered there by Wild. High kick. And that just taken away by Liston. Liston with a long kick, and that's going to roll, and it's in! 3-0 Skyline. There's an old hockey adage, sometimes you just got to throw it on net. It's what I was thinking Howarth. It's not Howarth, it's Liston. It's what Liston did there. And that's one that, 9 times out of 10, Barlow's going to have
Skyline
easy.
Goal, Riley
it just
Lipton.
snuck out. Couldn't retreat quick enough to get under it. And a 35-yard strike that gives Skyline a 3-0 lead, and I would surmise one of the biggest deficits Brighton has faced all year long. Lewis playing this ball ahead. Staley trying to center, defended well, and we head to the corner here with Brighton. From the corner, that one-timer wasn't hit cleanly. Post well guarded there, and Skyline able to avert any issues. Brighton still with it here. And we'll have stoppage here and a card being given. Here to Skyline. I think that is Liston who just scored the goal, being booked here in the 15th. And Skyline able to get the clear, but a whistle here, and we'll get another stoppage. As looks like another card going to be handed out here, and this being shown to a Bengal. Trying to get a number there for you. Looks like it might be Staley. And indeed it is.
In for Brighton, number 17, Caden Wilson.
So Wilson coming on for him. This is the most goals Brighton has given up. Tied for the most. They gave up 3 to Olympus and 3 to Hillcrest. Lost to Olympus, defeated Hillcrest. So here comes Howarth. Nice play defensively there by Brighton to win that back. Neely. Had that lost. There's Jones. Brighton playing it with their back line here. You'd feel like it'd be awfully important for the Bengals to get a goal here in this first half. Skyline again able to win that ball away. Zacharopoulos sends this high in the air, captured by the Bengals, and then given away. As you saw Kennedy trying to retreat, to regather it. Unsuccessful as Molinar with it, looking to send ahead. Levi Jones trying to get there. Boy, quick rush there. And the whistle here called on Kirkham on the challenge. Brighton will put it down and in play. Here's Molinar. Looking up for Neely. Leaves it back for him. Molinar plays ahead. Boy, look at how far out of the box, or out of the goal. Wild came. And that Skyline defense able to play it out. Mendenhall through traffic. Not deflected there by Nihipali, and then a foul here. Wide here with Brighton. A nice stretch there by Jones, and somehow able to keep it here for the Bengals. Zacharopoulos was coming on strong. Neely trying to settle it. This will fall back to England and the Brighton defense. There's Mendenhall. Had the angle. Mendenhall still with it here. Plays it wide. Centers. And that was just a step behind Wilson. Skyline able to head it out of the box. Brighton still with it. Shot there. Deflected by the Skyline defense. Molinar plays over with Moore. Moore keeping that in. Tried to play that through. Last touch by Skyline. Brighton will have the throw in. Molinar. Nice job there. I see you. Sophomore has it again, looking to send ahead for Cash. Boy, had a run on the wing by Molinar. Instead, Brighton surveying options here. Jones gets it back. Jones was cut off there. Playing this ahead. Onside with Molinar. Gives it over to Moore. Moore. And that clearing attempt deflected in the air and handled there by Wild. Skyline looking to make substitutions at their next opportunity. It's just a step behind Jensen. Neely sending the ball ahead. This headed back, and Brighton will have the throw in. That is as close as you can be to being denied the corner there. And he'll have to head down closer to the flag to take it. Polly able to shoot that ahead for Jensen. He's got Zacharopoulos where he tries to go. Oh, nice step there by England. Trying to keep the pressure on here for the Bengals. Moore gives it with Neely. To the middle. Has support. Gives it with Molinar. Molinar to center. Neely. Nice little drop there for Mendenhall. And his shot deflected. Skyline able to escape. Ball sent ahead, plucked out of the air by England. Brighton continuing to try to put this pressure on this Skyline defense. Jones giving it back here with Neely. Lewis. Crafty ball handling there. Lewis able to pick that up. Elliott sends this out. Neely. Well, I thought he was going to try to take that shot. Taken away. One-timer, and that just missed. Instead of one-timer, it was kind of a nice setup there of his own doing by Moore. Just shy of the post, and now those substitutions for Skyline will come on. Liston coming back on the field here.
In for Skyline, number 23, Tim Sorensen.
Tim Sorensen coming on.
66,
and Stephen Combs coming on.
And number 6, Riley Liston.
In play.
Also number 22, Trevor Jensen.
Liston. Keep it with Howarth. Another nice step there defensively by Brighton to win it back. Here comes Jones. Jones had kind of lost track of that. Finds its way to Neely. Neely trying to work here. This ball sent ahead, and Lewis just a yard behind. Wasn't able to catch up to it. Bjorklund putting it in play here for Skyline. Coming near side now. Played back to the middle. Zacharopoulos there got an in-game stretch. Trying to lead more. That'll be in front of him, and Wild able to handle it. Teammates that time turning it over. Neely. Gives that with Moore. Neely gives it back to him. Moore trying to chip one to the wing, and that defended well up there by Kim, I believe. Jones, top of the box, trying to get a lane. Went to play it wide, and Kim there to break it up. Substitution for the Bengals. Staley going to come back on the field here.
In for Skyline, number 47, Eric Nicholson.
Nicholson came on there for the Eagles as well. Molinar trying to work on CU. Mendenhall trying to deal with that pressure. Wanted to leave that for Molinar. Broken up there by Combs. That chip tried to lead Neely. Broken up there by Liston. Skyline finally with some possession as they look to send the ball ahead, and that broken up by this Brighton defense. Rush to the ball. CU pokes it around. And CU can't maintain it. Nice job there by England for the Bengals. Molinar. Receives it again. Looking up here for more. England was trying to find Neely. That ball is inside of him, broken up there by Howarth. Wanted to find Liston. That ball couldn't be corralled. Brighton again with the possession. Since giving up that third, Brighton has really done a good job of having possession, but have not been able to crack the code of this Skyline defense. Here's Nicholson. Drops it, and the clear is out of play. England able to find Staley. Pushed wide. Lewis trying to work on Kim. Looks to center. And that ball going to take a hop over. Moore able to keep that in. Molinar. Man on here on Mendenhall. Mendenhall past a couple of defenders. And there, the push from behind will Create an opportunity here for the Bengals. Kick coming, will be 25 yards out. And a chance for the Bengals to try to find a first half goal here. Staley and Neely behind the ball here. Staley taking the shot and punched out. Boy, that was a good look. The follow's just wide. How about Carson Wild making a solid save there on what was a good strike there from Staley. Neely tried to look ahead, and the official there gonna stop it as he interfered with the completion of the play. The disruption significant enough in his judgment to reset it. Here's Molinar. Staley. Try to go through traffic up the middle. No Bengal was there, and Skyline able to get the clear. Completing the 30th minute, 3-0 Skyline. This ball over the top, and Wild able to gather it. You saw the speed of Moore there. That ball just had a touch too much. If that's on grass, you probably get an opportunity to finish. Here on turf, just too much behind that. Kim gonna leave that for Bjorklund as he'll send it ahead for Liston. That ball out of play. Sticking with it there. Wilson finding it back to Neely. Man on, Neely. Plays wide with Molinar. Moore chips it ahead, and again, there's Wild. This time a run in the box from Wilson. Just broken off by the sophomore keep of Skyline. Opportunity for a kick here, and first work that Barlow's had in a while. Able to be handled as the shot was from Sorensen. Moore tried to get it to Neely, broken up by Howarth. To Liston. Brighton trying to shut him down. Liston still with it. Using that big body to fend off defender's shot here, just wide. Levi Jones will come on here for Brighton.
Coming in for Brighton, number 9, Levi Jones.
Bajrterovic. That pass couldn't be corralled. And Adam able to come up, send that back ahead. Here's Neely. Molinar will throw it in quickly here to Cam. Switch it, space here for Brighton. Trying to work on Kim. Help came over, and Siu able to send it ahead. Trevor Jensen with it for the Eagles at midfield. And that ball touched away there by England defensively. Substitutions for the Eagles. Dylan Casamini coming on, as well as Lucas Forsberg.
Eagles substitution. Number 4, Dylan Casamini. Number 25, Lucas Forsberg.
Casamini gave that ball back. That was just a step behind Jones, as Liston now able to gather for Skyline. Ball sent back up. Casamini trying to track that down. England will get there first. Able to play it away from Dylan. Neely trying to tap the brakes there and couldn't keep it. Combs throwing in quickly. Casamini sticking with it, ahead for Liston. We'll push this wide. Kim coming up in support here for Skyline. Kim breaks. Looking on goal, and just punched over by Barlow. Boy, what a beautiful shot by Suryu Kim. And Barlow making a save to keep us here at 3 as we'll head to the corner with Skyline. Howard scored on the goal from the corner in the 4th minute. He's standing just outside the box here. Running through the middle. This ball low, deflected out, and then sent out by Brighton. As Jones coming over and has it here. Brighton unable to come up, and that ball sent back down by Combs, but out of play. How about Combs coming up there? Sticking with it. Combs. This ball rolling through, handled by Barlow. We'll roll it out far side. England had a little bit of time there, able to play it ahead with Neely. Forsberg was trying to put the pressure on there for the Eagles. Playing on that top line. Ball sent ahead. No accompanying run. Bjorklund. That ball hard to corral for Moore. Skyline with it again. Kim up that wing. How about the burst there from Kim? That ball last touched by him as he was trying to win it away from Staley. 38th minute of play. 3-0 Skyline. Ball dropped back. Coming over from Molinar. Tried to lead Lewis there. And the whistle here. The foul on Nicholson. Look out. Liston. We stepped on top of that one. Brighton able to come away with it. Here's Moore. That broken up by Sorensen. Has some help. Sorensen still with it. Forsberg with him. This shot is going to be tall. Substitution for Skyline. Lars Torgerson going to come back on here for the Eagles. And Kim going to head off here.
In for Skyline, number 2, Lars Torgerson.
England coming near side, Molinar. Lewis, marked by Nicholson. Plays out with Adam. We'll play advantage here. Wasn't there for long. Here's Lewis. Trying to come over, and Kazamini there. His play deflected by Molinar, who's able to gather it for the Bengals. Final minute of this first half. That ball taken away by Liston. Nope, whistle. I failed to hear it. Brighton needs to hurry. This clock's still running. Here's Neely. Gets it back. Space for Neely. Tries to chip it ahead. And Wild able to come out enough to prevent a shot from Moore. Boy, Brighton can create in a hurry, but Skyline continues to stand tall defensively. First half
10,
countdown is
9,
on
8,
here at Herriman.
7,
Headed up.
6, 5,
And Molinar will
4,
send it over.
3, 2,
An offensive
1,
burst for the Skyline
0.
Eagles. It started early and struck
Halftime
often,
score.
and the Eagles have a 3-0
Skyline
lead
3,
at
Brighton
the break
0.
in the 5A semifinal. You're watching Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of the 5A semifinal from Herriman High School, only on KSLSports.com.
There's no way call you as soon as I'm done here.
Getting ready to start the second half. And what a first half it was for the Skyline Eagles. The number 10 seed taking on Brighton for the third time this year, scoring 3 times in that opening half. And I'll tell you, Brighton, they are ready to get this second half underway. They came out with a couple minutes still on the clock. We're all in their positions, anxious to try to take another crack at chipping through this 3-goal deficit they face here at the break. It was an impressive start for Skyline. Scored in the 4th minute. Howarth off the corner from Liston. And then in the 7th minute, Kennedy off a beautiful setup. Zacharopoulos. And then Liston had the assist earlier. Just put one on frame that kind of dribbled through the Brighton keeper and rolled across for the 3rd goal of the match. Brighton had a couple of good opportunities. That Skyline defense, which has been so stout, we talked about it to start. Only scored 22 goals in region play, only gave up 17. It was the number 2 scoring defense in region. And they really flexed their muscle. Had that in that first half. Carson Wild with a couple of nice saves. Got help from his defense in front of him. As we're just waiting for our officials, I believe, to get this second half underway. The winner advancing to the 5A final. That game will be on Friday, set to kick off at 4 p.m. at Rio Tinto Stadium. We'll have that game for you right here. We know Wasatch will be in it. Skyline just 40 minutes away from punching their ticket to take on the Wasatch Wasps. Brighton gonna try to make a comeback for the ages to make that match. Wasatch looked good in the first semifinal today. Gave up a goal late. We went back and looked at it, and it was a little controversial in the stadium there. Wasatch didn't think it had scored. Maple Mountain did. I think in looking at it, the ball appears to bounce on the white, which is behind the red line. The official had indicated a goal. I thought in looking back at it a second time, I agreed. It was a late equalizer in the 78th, and eventually a PK finish in overtime sent the Wasps past Maple Mountain 2-1. And they certainly have interest in who wins this match as our second half is underway. And it will be Brighton here to throw in after they gave up that 3rd goal. We saw good possession, good creativity from the Bengals, but again, just unable to get anything to count. Here's Passy. Weaver sends that back. Lewis. Ball played with Staley. Neely. Couldn't keep it as this ball sent down by Skyline. Barlow sent it with Passy near side. Man on there, middle of the field, Liston. He's been good today for the Eagles. Skyline won back-to-back state championships in 14 and 15.
Yeah, that should work out. Let me call my
Looking for their third in school history this year. Meanwhile, Brighton, one of the top soccer programs in the state. 7 state titles. Their most recent coming in 2019. Ended what was a 10-year drought for the Bengals, being atop the mountain in 5A. This ball pushed wide. Sent up for Mendenhall. Gives it back to Lewis. Lewis trying to take his time there, and that was stolen away by the Eagles. I think this is Kennedy with that second goal in the match. And that ball was out. Last touched by Skyline. Dropped back here. Here's Reber.
So, okay, that's what I'll do. Let me call.
This out of play.
Okay. Well, this game's already got 30 minutes left, so I'll
Boy, nice touch there. And
have Nate plan on doing the two. It's like the first.
Skyline's still with it as Zacharopoulos played that back with CU. Anderson dropping back to his Brighton defense. Ahead for Staley. Kim, who's been good today on defense and in support for Skyline. Sends this up. Neely. Settled here wide. Lewis. Brighton here having to work back with Passy again. Through traffic. Don't know if that was an intentional drop or not, but left it. Looking for a ball ahead there for Neely. Broken up by Skyline. There's now Reber. Oh, nice touch. Trying to get it back to Jones. Just broken up there by the Eagles. And then taken away by Skyline. Liston leading the charge. Plays the ball ahead. You see Barlow come out, clear that up. Lewis keeping it in. Couldn't possess it. Skyline with a centering attempt. And this ball played out. Last touched by Skyline. Put in play by Barlow quickly. Lewis. Playing to Jones. Nice little disguise there. Kim racing back. Jones looking to center. Into the box. Headed, but just over the crossbar from Neely. Miscommunication there. Looked like Cash thought that was either not for him or too far for him to track down. Remember, he kind of did the splits back in the first half, and we haven't seen him with quite the same burst since that point. That's complete speculation on our part. Oh, nice move along the end line, trying to center. That ball loose, and somehow Wild makes an incredible save. A second opportunity that Wild was able to deflect, and he's now kind of trying to shake his hand out a little bit as we've got a call here at center. A save of the match there for Carson Wild to keep Brighton off the scoreboard here in the second half. Boy, the best save of the game there from Wild. Passy. Looking up for Lewis. As Reber. Dropped over with Anderson. Time as he plays this wide. Chips ahead. And Rackley won't be able to get there as Skyline will play it out. It'll be a throw in here for Brighton. We talked about Brighton's path. Started down that road a little bit earlier. Timpview got past the T-Birds 2-0. Meanwhile, how about the 22 and 27 seeds in this tournament? Is this shot wide? That kept in. But Orem and Provo getting first round upsets over the 11 and 6 seeds. And Provo able to defeat Orem, set up Brighton taking on the 22 seeded Provo Bulldogs in the quarters. Got a 4-1 victory there as they find themselves here in the semis. So this 10 seeded Skyline Eagles, the highest seeded team that Brighton has faced in this tournament to this point. Trying to get a ball ahead. That was deflected. Good idea there by the Bengals, but Skyline ready for it. Pressure there by Staley. This ball sent down. Zacharopoulos trying to get there, but won't. England. Time for him. Tried to look wide, and we're going to get a call here on the challenge there by Brighton. Drawn by Kennedy. In our 50th minute. I have seen crazier in my high school soccer days. This is a tall mountain right now. Headed, and not just over the crossbar. Good ball there from Skyline. And Nihipali nearly able to get one on frame. He'll come off here. Substitution for the Eagles. As I think that's Caden Kennedy, maybe? I think it's 10. Nope. It's 18. Jack Rich coming on here for the Eagles.
Skyline, number 18, Jack Rich. And number 8,
Neely
Ben
trying
Howard.
to roll with it. Lewis pressuring. Won it, but nice job dropping back there by Kennedy to break that up. Here's Anderson. Neely has Lewis ahead of him, also has space on the wing. It's where he goes with Staley. And that pass from Lewis, just a little too inside of the run of Staley, given away. Liston plays to the middle. Kennedy ahead for Cash. Cash trying to work around England. England will drop it here. Barlow got under that. Liston able to settle it. Plays over. Kennedy looking for a shot, and that just over the crossbar again. That ball deflected. Last touch by the Bengals. That clear, boy, went right to Neely, but just wasn't able to get back on top of it before Skyline able to finish the play. Reber able to step in front of that. Jones looking ahead for Lewis. Neely. Man, Skyline just does such a good job taking away space. See you coming out with it. Put in play here by Bjorklund. And Zacharopoulos can't catch up to it. Substitutions for both sides. Aiden Moore back on here for the Bengals. Nihipali coming on for Skyline. And looks like Combs coming back on for Skyline as well.
Brighton, number 11, Aiden Moore.
Reber wanted to send the ball ahead. See you.
For Skyline, number
Last to touch it.
Stephen Combs. And 21, Kiamana Niapali.
Ball into the box. Nihipali unable to get there before Barlow. Time now for Mendenhall. Looking ahead, Lewis. Boy, just a yard in front of him. As this will roll through, kept in by Kim. Able to clear it up. Neely finds it. Neely. And this is off target. Caden Wilson going to come on here for Brighton.
Caden Wilson.
Sent ahead for Wilson. Neely wanted to play one through. Nice job there by Kennedy to break it up. Coming out with it was Rackley. And there's the clear. Nihipali trying to get back. England able to beat him to it. As Barlow will clear it out. Jones. Near side with Lewis. Lewis gets around CU. Still with it. And that poked away by Bjorklund. We'll get a stoppage here. And a card being shown on the challenge there by Jones.
And for Brighton, number 3, Adam Bozrik-Terevic.
Jones. Wanting to come on at the next whistle. Is set to come on at the next whistle. As I just said. My apologies. A lot of things going on. Here's Howarth. Howarth with a shot. And Barlow able to deflect it. That ball still loose. Nihimani just misses. Nihipali that close to his first goal of the match. As substitutions coming on here for Skyline. Tim Sorensen coming on.
And for
I
Skyline,
think
number 23,
Nicholson coming
Tim
on
Sorensen.
as well here. No, it's 44. I actually don't have a 44 on my roster. In the box, again defended by Bjorklund. Here's Liston, plays that back. Ahead for 44. Looking for Liston, but there's Barlow to handle it. Barlow has 7 shutouts this year. He has had a fantastic season for Brighton. We saw even that one where Nihipali just sent it high. It's just appeared like he hasn't had the same read today as he's accustomed to having. That third goal, a dribbler that just kind of jumped away from him. As Lewis trying to chip one in the box, headed out there by Bjorklund. Moore in traffic trying to center there, and Liston able to chest that down. Brighton still with it. At center, no one there, and headed out by Sorensen. Neely looking for a strike, and that one beats Wild. First goal of the match coming for the Brighton Bengals. For Cam Neely. And there's a little bit of life left in them Tigers.
Bengal goal, Cameron Neely.
See if that helps pick up this Brighton offense. Neely finally able to crack the code. Wild looked like he had a good opportunity as a shot here by Nihipali. Knocked down by Barlow, handled. You know, interesting because Wild on that one looked like he had it. And I don't know if that ball took a late turn on him, but it looked like he had that sized up, and somehow that got past him. So both keeps today on some of those long shots have just had some difficulty reading. Don't know if it's the turf or what exactly here. But both keeps have goals they've given up that they would like to have back. Here's Staley. Tried to play that through the wickets of Kim. England right back up. Mendenhall playing around. Mendenhall top of the box, and this chip is off target. Wide. Substitution for the Eagles. Caden Kennedy, the senior, going to come back on here as Liston will head off. Number 6, the seniors had a big day for Skyline today, an assist and a goal.
Substitution number 10, Caden Kennedy.
He's been great through the middle of the field. As he'll get a well-earned rest here. Jones dropping it back. Chipping ahead. Opportunity developing, Wild coming out, and Wild able to make the save. Tell you got a late kick on it from Wilson. It went right into Wild. Did not kick Wild, he kicked the ball, but certainly added a little bit of velocity from close proximity on Carson Wild, but the sophomore able to make a nice save there. I mean, you are one shot away from this being back to a one-goal match, and now, tell you what, Wild, after he sent that away, he's holding his shoulder. Kind of came down on that shoulder and making that save. He's had a hand that he's tried to flex out, and now a shoulder he's trying to stretch out. Boy, this one trouble, nearly given up to Kennedy. And Hippoly can't get there as, boy, Mendenhall finally able to find some support to work it around this pressure of Skyline. CU in the right spot. Good challenge there on the tackle by CU, but Brighton coming away with it. Wilson able to work it around, now near side with Reber. Boy, man on, as you saw Kim. We've seen his speed a couple times on the edge today for Skyline. He's looking to make a quick run up. Neely playing with Lewis. Lewis has help on the wing, gives it ahead with Staley. Kim rushing back, Staley trying to get him on the edge. Staley centering! That ball loose and it will roll out, and it will be a goal kick as it might have been Caden Wilson who had the best opportunity for the Bengals but couldn't get it on frame. Boy, a nice run around the edge by Staley. And Brighton now the opportunity starting to come as we have more substitutions coming on for the Eagles. Necklason coming back on, as does Cash Zacharopoulos.
In for Skyline, number 47, Eric Necklason, and number 7, Cash Zacharopoulos.
Sent ahead for Kennedy. Out off of Brighton. Mendenhall taken away. Cash. Boy, that shot deflected by the Brighton defense. Unable to be kept in. We'll head to the corner here. But a big play made there defensively for the Bengals. I think by Passy. Might have been England, actually. It was Eli England with the defensive play. From the corner, backside, over the head there of Howarth. And that one on the far side there by Skyline, trying to play it in to Ben, and there's the clear. Jones trying to work here, and the foul called on Skyline. And that to the middle. Here's Mendenhall. Wanted to send the ball ahead. Broken up there by Kennedy. And that pass just given up. Right to Sorensen. I'll say Brighton. Boy, I thought that went out off of the Bengals. The linesman had it out off Skyline, so the substitution here will come on for Brighton. England will come off as Passy now will come on.
In for Brighton, number 19, Ben Passy.
England bleeding a little bit. We'll take care of that on the sideline.
For Skyline, number 6, Riley
Substitution
Liston.
for the Eagles as well. Liston coming back on here. Liston called here on the challenge. And Liston has to be careful because He got carded earlier. That's a play that if he's not carrying a yellow, he may have picked up one there. The official showing some patience on the play. Could very well had a delay whistle. Now we'll get the whistle here on the challenge from the edge. So a kick coming up here for the Bengals. It'll be Elliott Lewis set to take this kick. 32 yards away. Brighton looking to claw back to within one in the box, and that headed out.
Go to it!
Might have been Passy in the air. They got a head on it for Brighton. Couldn't see the defender for Skyline, who was able to get a head on it. Disrupt that from getting through. Lewis again looking for service. That off the back of CU, the sophomore. Tried to gain it back. Lewis going to battle with him. And the play there by CU will be called here on the whistle. Clock continuing to tick here in our 5A semi. Brighton, your last crown state champs in 5A back in 2019. This ball, a roller, gets in the box, and the shot deflected, doesn't make its way through. It was Sam Kirkham that got the deflection on it for Skyline. And now Howarth leading it up for the Eagles. Oh, nice tackle made there. Right on the ball by Reber. Chipped back for Lewis. Brighton fans were petitioning for a call. None coming. Reber. Boy, man on. Skyline. They are just intent on taking away space as quickly as they can. As Zacharopoulos coming down for it. And this dropped back by Passy. The ball came off of Barlow a little long. He's able to send it wide now with Rackley. And then out. Substitution for Skyline. Maybe Sorensen coming on, I believe. Yes, he will.
In for Skyline, number 23, Tim
Liston
Sorensen.
coming off. Near side with Lewis. Jones trying to work up the line. Kim there. Oh, nice job by Kim. Still with it. Suryu Kim played to the middle. That given up. Here's Mendenhall chipping ahead for Wilson. That clear. Not out, and the touch there by Wilson. Not enough behind it to make its way through. Headed back here to Barlow. As we approach our 70th minute of play. Reber. Knocked away by Bjorklund. Substitution here for Brighton. Eli England gonna come on.
Brighton substitution number 5, Eli England.
Rackley will come off here. Playing over to England. That ball came off him a little long, trying to stay with it. Now wide. That clear wouldn't go out for Skyline. Again, deflected. And this will trickle out. We'll head to the corner with the Bengals. Aiden Moore will take it for Brighton. Curling in the box, and that headed out. England, they're able to prevent it from being sent down by Zacharopoulos. Oh, Kim with a nice little stab there. Brighton still with it. And out off of Kim, the handball. It'll be a kick here for the Bengals. Elliott Lewis into the box. Punch to the backside, unable to be cleared. The roller doesn't make its way through. Still on the turf, headed up, and Kim able to clear it out. Kim again has it. Has a man ahead in Sorensen. Sorensen has Kim trailing behind him. Plays it over. Kennedy tried to size up a shot. Brighton able to recover defensively. England coming near side. Zakropoulos coming on strong. Here's Mendenhall. Lewis trying to step around, and the call there on the challenge of Sorensen. Put in play quickly. Lewis just outside the box, surveying. Lewis to center, punched out by Wild. The follow wouldn't go, headed wide. Moore trying to secure it. We'll keep it in play. Back with Passy. Passy for service. Into the box, headed just wide. Beautiful ball by Passy. Liston gonna come back on here for Skyline, as will Casamini. And Levi Jones.
Hit for Skyline, number 4.
Missed by a
Dylan
few yards.
Casamini.
It was a good looking play there for Brighton. Nice opportunity. Unfinished.
Number 6, Riley Liston.
This ball rolling down and kept in. Nope, it was not. I was waiting for that flag to come up. And a little delayed, kind of fooled me a bit. Howarth coming up. Liston gives it back to him. Drops it. Casamini doesn't make his way through. Boy, that hit Howarth square in the side of the head. He is down. Howarth still down. Brighton trying to attack. Pushed wide here. Moore working through traffic, and there's the clear. And now we'll get the stoppage to make sure that Howarth, who is still down, this one was taken right on the side of the head. Very little he could have done to avoid it or try to prepare for it. And they'll come out and make sure that he's okay. Howarth had that first goal of the game. Has been strong today. Take a moment, thank some of our sponsors. We want to thank the Riley Jensen Mental Performance Group, the official mental performance coaches of Real Salt Lake. If you're trying to help elevate your mental performance in the boardroom, on the field, wherever it might be, there's no one that will get you better prepared mentally than the Riley Jensen Mental Performance Group. To schedule time with Riley Jensen and his trusted network of mental performance coaches, go to rjpg.net. I also want to thank the Utah Army National Guard. If you're looking to take that next step in your life, check out the Utah Army National Guard. You can get job experience in over 150 different career path options. A great place for you to bolster that resume for that next opportunity. And they'll even help you with educational assistance and potential signing bonuses depending on the career path chosen. To learn more, visit nationalguard.com. Want to remind you, we will have the championships of 6A and 5A. Those streams coming to you Friday. 6A at 1 o'clock, 5A at 4 o'clock. And they will both be right here on KSLSports.com. Also want to thank Heidemann and Associates for their sponsorship of Game Night Live Rewind. If you have any legal needs, setting up a living will and trust, Maybe you've got a local dispute, you want to set up a business, whatever it might be. It's a full-service law firm. Folks are going to take care of you. I've worked with them. They've taken care of me. They'll take care of you. To schedule time with Justin Heidemann and Associates, call 801-754-4240. And if you tell them that the Game Night Live Rewind sent you, you'll get a free consultation from Heidemann and Associates. Still having a look here at Howarth, who's still down, finally starting to get to his feet. And Cash Zakropoulos comes over to make sure that he's okay. If nothing else, he's probably got a pretty severe headache right now. Been there, not easy, and not fun. Back in play. Our apologies, our assistant got lost on the clock. Those interns. Play to the middle. Mendenhall still with it here for Brighton. Wilson. Reber gives it back. Passy playing to Mendenhall. Trying to take his space away. Mendenhall plays ahead. Back to Mendenhall. Top of the box. Not much there. Is Skyline able to collapse down and sent out there by Casamini? Long shot here. Wild able to deflect it. A big rebound. Still loose. And there's the clear made on by Bjorklund. Liston. Playing ahead, the play here, offside. Put in play here by Brighton. Our clock, unofficial. Just a second or two behind the game clock to give you some context of where we're at. Throw in here, Lewis. Neely, who has the lone goal of the match for the Bengals. Couldn't connect. Nearly taken away, but kept here by Skyline. Kennedy at midfield. Good challenge there. Trying to go to work against Moore. Moore coming away with it. Sending the ball ahead here for Wilson. Wilson trying to get there. They'll drop it back, and here played out. There'll be a throw-in coming for Brighton. Moore running to put it in play quickly here. Does so to Neely. Neely into the box and sent out confidently by Bjorklund. That attempt broken up by Kennedy. England. Now Reber. Time in front. Looking ahead. Neely. Just couldn't beat it. Kept here by Lewis. Chipped. Couldn't get a shot off. And Skyline with an initial clear. Mendenhall still has it. Working through traffic. Left-footed shot. And that's going to be off target and out of play. No, they say deflected. We'll head to the corner. Brighton almost has to execute here. Low kick. That one unable to be shot on frame. The follow deflected on the shot by Reber. Brighton deflected here off CU. Neely drops it back. Lewis with a chip into the box, headed away by Combs. Brighton still with it. Tries to center, no one there. CU sends it out. Liston has help. Plays the ball ahead, flag is up, play is offside. Good idea there by Liston as he had Casamini running with him. Right now the clock, the biggest adversary for Skyline there, just trying to take time off of it. Lewis around. That time Neely tried to give it back to him, but Skyline there defensively as the Eagles able to clear it again. Here's England. Through 78 minutes of play. Defensively, Kirkham able to send it out. Substitution. No, we'll get a stoppage here. That was out off of Brighton, hence the substitution. It's Trevor Jensen coming on here.
18, Jack Rich.
If nothing else, will give us a chance to let our clock sync up. Thrown in for the Eagles. Neely had that taken away. Nice play by Nicholson.
In for Skyline, number 30, Logan Sorensen.
Skyline again will have the throw in. Nice job coming up there. As we're approaching the final minute. Somehow our clock got way off. We're going to pause it, let that catch up. As we are now 1 minute left.
1 minute remaining.
Here's Lewis. The Brighton Bengals, 1 Region 7. The number 3 seed in this tournament had high hopes. Some of us did not do them any favors by picking them in the 5A bracket. But what a game plan from Skyline. Took away all the space. Early goals really put Brighton behind. 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. And Liston getting a well-earned applause from those that made the trip. Here to Herriman to watch the 10-seed Skyline Eagles upset the number 3 Brighton Bengals, the team they had split with in the regular season but hadn't defeated in regulation. Skyline maybe looking for some late noise here. Broken up. As again, our clock somehow got way ahead. There's only about 15 seconds left.
10,
Countdown
9,
is on
8,
here at Herriman
7,
High School.
6,
The
5,
Skyline Eagles.
4, 3,
2 goals in the first 10
1,
minutes. 3
0.
goals in the first half. And Skyline
The final score.
has defeated the Brighton
Skyline
Bengals
3, Brighton 1.
3-1. Goals from Howarth, Kennedy, and Liston. Liston credited with an assist on the opening goal for Skyline. The defense was as advertised. The offense maybe shocking, especially early. All 3 Skyline goals coming in the first 15 minutes of the match as they find the offense when they need it and they advance to the state final to take on the Wasatch Wasps. That game will be Friday, 4 o'clock at Rio Tinto Stadium. We'll have it for you here on KSLSports.com. For Vince Francis, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you for joining us. Congratulations to Brighton on a great year, a Region 7 championship. But today, it's the Skyline Eagles pulling off the upset and advancing to the final. We'll have that for you Friday. Thank you everyone for joining us, and we'll see you Championship Friday.